Well, it's been a minute since the last video. It snowed. It's 2025. The holidays are over. And the truck's a little naked. I pulled off all the bed rack, awning, recovery boxes, traction boards. And I'm just kind of going plain Jane for a little bit. I think today I got to do some running around, but I think I'm gonna go hit some trails while there's some snow on the ground, try and have some fun. Maybe find a field and do some donuts. I'm not too sure. Got coffee, fuel, scratch offs, time to hit the trail. All right, we made it out here. Not a ton of snow, just enough to be slick. There's a big pit not too far from here. People ride ATVs, side-by-sides. So I'm gonna head that way. See if I can go have some fun in this thing. Well, just like that, it's coming down this trail. This is all covered in snow. I'm stuck. I think there's just a lot of ice under the front tires. And I'm diffed out. So, I guess I'll pull a winch line and get this all figured out. I gotta throw a tree saver on. This is stupid. I just slid into that. But it just shows how easy you can get stuck when you're out here by yourself. So I winched myself out to there. Pretty sure I can get out from here. Yeah, I guess looks like, try not to step in this. I diffed out under there a little bit on the front, and I guess just between that and the ice, got a little jammed up. I guess it happens. Let's close this. I'll go throw the camera in front of the truck somewhere and see if I got to pull more winch line or if this is going to be it. So this is the pit I was talking about. There's a hole down here at the bottom. The thing's pretty much damn near a tank trap. I don't think I've ever seen anybody go in or out. Surprised there's not a lot of people out here, but more snow is gone than I thought. I definitely found the mud though. That hole in the trail was maybe a tenth of a mile away from the pit. Didn't get too dirty. You know, definitely wasn't ready for it. Tree savers at home. I'm in my Vans. That's what you get for being a little complacent, I guess. The old Smittybilt pulled through, got me out. So I'll try and find a spot where I can put the camera, I guess, out here and do some donuts and hopefully find some hills that still have snow so I can see how this thing does. This is that tank trap I was talking about. Don't look that bad, but I've definitely seen some people get stuck in this. Definitely some big stuff. Pretty sure at one point a deuce and a half had gotten stuck in here before. Not gonna say where it is, because if you're from my area, you definitely know this area, this spot. And we don't need any more people coming out here and tearing it up. This spot's pretty good for accumulating a lot of trash. I'll show you in a second, because I'm gonna go pick some of it up. People like to come out here and party. See, here's some fireworks boxes. Looks like it's the good stuff. I doubt they got this stuff in Jersey. But throw these boxes in my truck. Do my good deed. People. Oh man, this one looks like it fell apart. Hopefully after the fact. All right, I'll load these up. We'll get back to wheeling. Really need to get a tripod so I can stop using tree branches to hold my GoPro up. We got another piece of trash left behind from some snow adventures. Guess at least they moved it off the trail. I'll throw all this on my trailer at home. So the pit's super soft. Even with some of the snow, I try to do feed donuts, but this whole section over here is whoops. And all over here, I've gotten stuck in my old Blazer I used to have. I don't know. It's not really doing it for me. Down here, I think there's a couple hill climbs, but I know right there, right down in there, there's a big pit of water. And I don't think I'm trying to get stuck in that. But I'm gonna creep down there anyway and see what's up with it. Creep to the side. Take the bedside out in the back. I've only been down here once or twice. This is more like a quad trail, I would say, than anything. For all I know, on the other side of this, I can't even get around the back. It's about just as tight as I thought. Oh well. I drive a Jeep. It's like a quad. No? Not really touched back here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take the easy way back out. It's too tight for me to turn back down one of them hills. And I'm about myself. Even on the other side. Oh no, this is gonna be close. Get this to the top. Gotta protect the bed. Alright, there we go. Oh, ow. More fish. Alright, screw all that noise. Let's set the GoPro back up on the dashboard and try and find another spot. So the trails like this that I'm sitting in front of are some of the trails that get me in trouble. There's nothing between here and here on Onyx. Even on the phone version, 'cause sometimes they show different. Nothing. So, I don't know. I don't remember this being here. Comes off of another pit that I stopped off at before I got to where I was trying to go, but I don't know, we're gonna go and try it out. Nobody's been on it since it snowed, or if they have, their tracks have been covered up. We'll see how it gets up here. If it gets any tighter, I'm not worried about it getting tight because I can show you all the scratches I already have on this and it's not gonna make a difference, but I'm sure somebody made this, had some fun with, and not really ready to test that, and I can already feel that I'm on some ice. Let's see, Onyx already shows us halfway to the next road. I don't think it'd be that bad. Just a little whoopee, I guess. All that other hole was like that I got stuck in, and then I just kind of slid right into it. So I'm really gonna hug the side. I need to get out with my friends so I can actually play. But it's been a while. I haven't been out to the snow in a while, and I didn't want to wait for anyone. That trail was really nothing. I guess it's just a connector that somebody made. Pretty cool. So, let's zoom out of my... I have a pin. Oh, I know exactly where we are. I got a pin right here. It's called a Devil's Hairbrush. Pretty washed out. Or at least it usually is. I I haven't been out there in a couple months, so that's what I'm trying to get to. Holy smokes. It's probably the only rock crawling I'll ever find good in my area. Forestry put a pile of them. And I can guarantee you it's probably because the spot I'm going to is washed out. Let's get the truck up on here. Heck yeah. Oh, let's see if I can get out and back in without dying. Oh God. Hell yeah, man. That's one way to do an oil change. Pretty big pile. They fill in a lot of these washouts like I'm about to go to with this big rock. And base it with just some smaller stone. Should really catch the corner of this and try and see if I can flex my truck out. I repositioned a little. Guessing I couldn't get any more traction than that. The back's pretty tucked. Thank God, not touching. It's not like I'm running a lot of lift with these 37s, but the fender chop definitely helped. Oh, heck yeah, man. I bet you this tire's barely on the ground. I'm not really that tucked up there. I could probably get a little more tucked. Hell yeah. Alright. Enough playing around. Snap a couple pictures with my phone. Get out of here before forestry shows up and gives me a hard time for messing with their stuff. This used to be a massive washout. It's a huge waterway. And the beavers always build a dam. You can kind of see some of it. But I'm guessing forestry, like I said, use some of them bigger rocks over there. Topped it with this because they got to keep some of these culvert pipes that are under here from getting crushed by guys in Jeeps that like to run over them. You know, I don't know why they would do that, but let's see. Yeah, it looks like all the way down. So all this is water out there. It's just frozen over with some snow on it. Can't really see. Let's see if we can do it for the boys. Oh, that's solid. Ooh, I had to cut that out. Well, I was kind of hoping this was still washed out, and it's not. And it's cold. So I think, in the words of Forrest Gump, I'm gonna go home now. One more little thing before I go all the way home. But these parts of the trails in New Jersey that are packed with trees, this dense. I mean, this part's unfortunate with all these trees down, but heavily wooded lines on the side of the trail. I love this. It's nice and clean and dense. You can almost can't see through it. So, it's going home. Not that far from the highway, I guess. Saw a down tree, tire tracks are on the other side. Somebody obviously couldn't get through. So, you know, out here trying to keep the trails open. Putting that work in with the winch today. Probably the most I've used it in a long time, so it's good to get the rope out anyway. Get the memory out of it. I'll have to obviously do some heavy work here. And now that I broke the tree, I'll just try and flip it over. Get it out of the way some. not completely open, but down there's some tire tracks. Somebody must have stopped and turned around because they couldn't make it through. And I came on this side. So now if somebody takes that whole trail all the way over here, they're not gonna be wasting their time, as long as they don't get stuck in that mud hole right there. So, all right, wrap this winch up one more time, try and hit the road. All right, forgot to make an outro for that video. So it's the next day. Let's see, the truck's still all dirty. You know, some of the snow's melted. I'll try and get it washed up, but I've been dealing with you know, frozen hoses because it's colder than all hell out here and the wind's ripping. So that's it for this video. Happy 2025, happy new year, merry Christmas, happy holidays. You know, hopefully this year brings more adventures, and I have a couple projects I'll try and make a video on, see what people want next. I have some stuff to, mostly just stickers and badges, badge of honor stuff for this, but my wife's Tuscadero JL, I have some trim to black it out, and she's getting a TerraFlex leveling kit just so she's got a little more clearance with her 35s. So hopefully that's the next video, as long as this weather breaks up a little bit, because I'm not putting the lift kit on when it's 20 degrees out. Peace.